So when there's a special player that is visiting your town and it's just one time and you want to come out and see Anthony Edwards, this is Timmy with an electric slide of his own, missing on the three. Wolves did not shoot well in that first quarter. Have some work to do in the offensive department. They're fine defensively, although Brooklyn went on a run to close that first quarter. Nice pass here. Gobert out to Naz Reid. Reid penetrating out to Conley. Conley now gave it back to Reid. Reid nearly lost the handle. Clock winding down and did not.
Great job of staying in front and making them give it up, and they just not been able to get an advantage.
Wolves looking for their fourth straight victory. This is Timmy in the lane. 29 points off the bench in his first 3 games in a Nets uniform. That is 1 point shy of the franchise record for most points in your first 3 games as a Net. Richard Jefferson owns the record. Oh, nice feed. Alexander Walker. 2. Keon Johnson back out there on the floor for Brooklyn. Penetrating on Alexander Walker. Stripped. Lost it out of bounds. Things that you expect night in and night out from Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Does whatever's needed.
Reid behind the back. Fires over Whitehead. Won't drop.
Naz is trying to
2 for 14 from 3.
Naz is trying to find a rhythm. He's 0 for 3 in the game.
Owoma out to Johnson. Flicks the wrist. Trifecta. Brooklyn has taken the lead. Minnesota just has not been able to find rhythm in this ball game. Dangerous pass there. Conley up top, working on Whitehead. Throws in. Oh! Go out below. Bigman over to Owoma, and that pass.
Another dunk for Rudy. When you play against a team and you don't know 3/4 of the names on the other team, if you don't have any idea who that person is, which I think a lot of people watching this game have never heard the names that you're saying right now for Brooklyn, you know that team's probably going to be playing hard, and this team is.
Yes.
This is their Super Bowl right now.
Conley no good on the triple. They're 2 for 15 from beyond the arc. There is a silver lining. It said we don't expect that to continue. Whitehead stripped by Alexander Walker. He's diving on the floor.
You used to say that Sacramento was Minnesota's biggest rival because they had all those great classic games back in the KG era against Chris Webber and Vlade Divac, but
Etienne off the heel.
I think Sacramento fans would say the Lakers are their biggest rival, and if you talk to Denver fans, and now I think Denver's Minnesota's biggest rival. Denver thinks that their biggest rival is the Lakers too.
I don't want to hear anything.
But I told I'll tell you what, it's a rivalry now. You can't deny that Minnesota-Denver is just some of the greatest games that we've seen. But it's been fun to watch Nikola Jokic and Anthony Edwards, and before that, Karl Anthony Towns going at it.
And maybe one of the reasons the Wolves have dominated that series in recent memory is the fact that they don't think it's a rivalry. Watford
had a premonition that Jordy would be a head coach sooner than later, and he was in fact right about that.
Edwards tried to turn the corner, will fire the midi, and it rattles in. We'll stare down to Brooklyn's bench. Minnesota was down 24-22, and they reeled off 7 straight. In the lane, shot won't drop. Alexander Walker pushing the tempo. Minnesota finding an offensive rhythm now. Edwards on the logo. Matched up with Johnson. Oh, they left him. Has time to think about it. Can't hit the three. Oh, he was Will Smith in the living room.
Well, Rudy Gobert was at the top of the floor getting accosted out, and no foul was called.
Watford missing on the layup. Got it back, tried to spin out of trouble, and a nice no-look dime. Tosan Owoma.
Rudy Gobert is 1 point away from another first-half double-double.
Dangerous pass.
Yeah, man.
It was deflected, so it's not an over and back. And then
issues that the Timberwolves are doing right now. He's doing a great job of rebounding, just playing hard and hustling. So they got that, but then Coach Finch asking his players to be more thoughtful in their shot selection. Michael?
Thank you, Leah B. Another rebound for Rudy Gobert. He has 12 in this first half. High off Daniels with his first field goal of the ball game. Claxton, man, battling with DiVincenzo. They were going at it. Gobert, another rebound. This rebounding tier, which you highlighted, Jim Pete, is just ridiculous for Rudy Gobert. He's averaging 15 rebounds in his last 5 games. He's going to get to 15 rebounds in the first half. DiVincenzo, no good on the tough look. And now Brooklyn will try to cut into this 5-point deficit right down the lane.
Just everybody they bring into the game as an athlete. They are playing hard. They are defending. They are fast. And they are taking advantage of any kind of mistake Minnesota makes.
Edwards, fancy.
Painted area, kind of that mid-range jumper, and then the footwork that he used to reverse pivot to get that open shot was a difficult shot to make.
Nice speed. Uoma in the corner. Brick on the 3. DiVincenzo headed the other way over to Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker on the drive. Kick out in the corner. Jaden McDaniels attacking. Finds no. 3-ball, no. And there's
Same size as Rudy. Easily wins that tap.
Edwards, 12 points in the first half. Ball rotates to Reed. Reed in attack mode, puts it up and in.
He willed that one in.
Nets have won a couple of games in a row as Claxton got the roll. Time for Minnesota. Julius Randle at the scorer's table and ready to check back in. Edwards.
Just a tremendous athlete and a different kind of player than D'Angelo Russell, obviously.
Edwards out to Reed. Alexander Walker finds DiVincenzo. Randle on the floor. Can't get back on the scoreboard. Offensive rebound. Edwards. Good. Watson lost the handle. Coughed it up. DiVincenzo racing the other way. Behind the back to Conley. Chris Finch really upset with that decision to go behind the back there in a fast break opportunity. Wolves still shooting just 38% from the floor in this first half and just 3 for 19 from beyond the arc. Etienne. He has 5 points off the bench. I would give him a delay of game 2. Right. We just wasted 4 minutes on a flop. DiVincenzo over to Randle. Randle, nice skip pass. Conley for 3. It goes down.
I've got his second assist of the game.
Watford going at Reed. Scoop. Randle got it back to Conley. And now Randle looking to go to work. Surveying the floor. Over to DiVincenzo. Back to Julius. Julius on the drive. Another good pass. Reed. 3 more.
Julius Randle, who got him the basketball back again. And there was nobody in the corner with Naz Reid.
And Randle dishing it. 3 assists in the...
It's going to be interesting to see who's part of the future here in Brooklyn. Trendon Watford is one of those guys. We saw him in Portland, and he was a very good player there. Has a lot to like about his game, too. But a lot of draft capital here coming up for the Brooklyn Nets. Yes. You and I were talking about this earlier today.
Conley throws it up. Tipped up. Naz Reid finding a way. The lead is 11. Pass inside. Claxton making. That was momentarily the largest lead of the ball game. 80 seconds to go in the second quarter. Wolves have found a rhythm here in this second period. DiVincenzo over to Conley on the baseline. Back to DiVincenzo. Pump. drive, back to Conley. 3-ball.
Play stellar basketball for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And think about how he started the season shooting.
Yeah.
He's now 10th in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.